Hey, not what you expected, was it? Nah. Well, we're having a little bit of a predicament. Miss Alex is kind of locked out of her house at the moment, and Shelby's asleep. She's trying to find a way in. So guess what? For the beginning of today, you get me. So we're going to jump right in here today and look at what this game means for everybody tonight. What kind of game are we going to have? It's hard to tell. Ian Book played Notre Dame football. He's a smart quarterback. He's probably with one of the best coaches to groom a quarterback in the NFL, and Sean Payton. How is a fourth-string quarterback going to do against a defense that's been kind of kicking everybody in the butt here lately? Those are a lot of big questions that we got going into this game today. Not to mention Miami might be the hottest team in the NFL right now, and I don't think anybody really wants to play them. But the Saints are coming off a shutout win against the Super Bowl champions, held Tom Brady to big 0 points, and I think the Saints are going to win tonight. Don't know how. I really don't know. Yeah, there's Shelby. Okay, see, she must have been awakened, so that's a good thing. That'll get me back on my path for the day. I'm multitasking. I'm using my phone and an extra link in here to kind of try to maneuver where I'm supposed to be today. But that's all good. Who's all in that house today? Mr. Tim, Alley Cat Treasures is here, of course. Nathan Perez, my younger brother. What's going on, my friend? Nathan Richardson. Not sure how much I'm going to do today or how long I'll be in chat. I'm sleepy. Hey, that's okay, Nathan. It means a lot that you just stop by and say, hey, I appreciate that. And I'm sure Alex does too. I know she would say so if she was here. Miss Shelby Lynn must have just got herself up. But she's laughing about it, so it's all good. I was sitting here trying to get everything put together in a timely fashion and wasn't prepared. Usually I sit down and I do a little prep and get myself ready to rock. And I'm not ready to rock yet today. Okie dokie. So with that being said, I have got to open another tab here really fast because I got other things that I've got to manage here. And one of them is right here. Got this loaded up. Let me hit the mute button when it comes up. It's already muted, which is nice. Man, Tim, I bet you're fired up tonight, aren't you, brother? You got your Saints playing some pretty good football, with completely depleted ranks, going against the hottest quarterback, maybe right now with the highest completion percentage in the NFL this year. It's got playoffs written all over it. Never lock that top lock. Not sure why you did today. Everything happens for a reason, Shelby. Who knows why? I've done the same stuff. But, these are arguably two of the teams right now that are playing like they want to be a playoff team. So effectively, I'm calling this a playoff game today. This is a do or die situation for both teams. If Miami wins today, they jump all the way. They jump into the 7th seed, knocking the Ravens back down. And if the Saints win, they have almost a 70% chance of making the playoffs due to the rest of their schedule. So everything's really stoked and riding on this deal here. So as we're getting ready to start here in just a minute. It looks like it might start early. Since when do they ever start it early? They're getting ready to kick right now. Here goes the kick. And all right, we've already got a kickoff here. Miami fields it 2 yards deep. He's going to bring it out. He's going to try to cut back left, try to find a hole. He's going to squirt through to about the 21-yard line. And here we go. Tua Tagovailoa said that this is the best he's felt in a long time, from his earlier injury this year. And this defense, Cam Jordan's a stud. There's all kinds of studs on this team right now. So I just can't wait to see it. I'm wound up. I got so much stuff to do today, but let's do some football right now. Yeah, he's a beast, dude. Cam Jordan, he's after 1 sack today for some reason, I'm pretty sure. Tua last week for the Jets was not exceptional. Threw 2 picks. Worst game in a while. Hey, Luke, what's going on, brother? Nice to see you. Tua's in the shotgun. He's going to hand off. It's play action. He faked it well. Gets it out to number 88, and that is Gesicki, the tight end, for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Let's see, make sure my scoreboard started. Yes, it did. Man, I'll tell you what, OBS is sweet for that. All right, Cam Jordan and Marshawn Lattimore, both starters in the Pro Bowl on this defense. Here we go, 2nd down and 6. Tua's in the shotgun. Running back is in motion. Looks left, throws left. He hits Jalen Waddle for about a 4 yard gain. It's going to be about 3rd down and 2. All right. Gardner Johnson made the stop there from the safety position. As I said before, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2. Here we go. Saints fans are getting loud. Here we go. They got 5 men in the box, and they're going to rush 4. There comes. Oh, he's going to get it out to his running or to Jalen Waddle on a screen. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Lattimore tackled Jalen Waddle by his head going out of bounds, and they're going to tack on about 15 more. That was not very smart. I know it's going to happen here. Yeah, you can just see the writing on the wall as he got him, and then he just wanted to go ahead and bring him down, but 5 yards out of bounds, he throws him down. He's going to get tacked with the penalty. That's not smart. Yeah, both of the officials threw the flag. He was too far out of bounds. It's not a very smart play. He knows better. Maybe he'll get that out of his system and get himself ready to rock and roll. And so it's going to be a 1st down. It's going to move the ball out all the way to almost midfield. There's going to be the handoff. It's going to push through for a gain of about 2 yards. That looks like Johnson. Get the starting halfback position today. 2nd down and 8. Yes, sir. Sean Payton is that kind of coach. Duke Johnson, man, look at his season. Released by Houston in February. Signed to Jacksonville practice squad in September. Released by Jacksonville. He's been all over the place and starting to play good ball now here for Miami. Glad he's found a home. 3 wide right. Waddle's in motion back to the left. There's a snap. It's going to be another handoff. And Johnson's going to push for about another 2 yards. All right, you're going to have a 3rd and maybe 6. We'll see how this works out here. Hey, who else is in the house today besides Luke and Tim? Luke, Tim, and Shelby. Got a few others in here. Hope you take the time and say hi today so I know you're watching and can respond and acknowledge. Hey, Tony V, what's up, brother? Nice to see you. Are you ready for some basketball tomorrow? There's this gonna Tua's in the shotgun. He runs Waddle out left, and he overthrows I'm learning these guys from Miami today. Hey, Corey, how are you doing? Corey, nice to see you tonight. You all right, man? Me too, buddy. I'm fired up. Last warm-up game before the Big Ten season. And I'm really fired up about Sunday being able to go to that Kansas City-Cincinnati game. Look what all is going to be riding on that game. It's going to be huge. You know, and that was third down, so Miami is going to have to punt. They're going to try to pin them back deep here. I think the punter's name is Pallady. I don't know him. And no fair catch called. He's going to take off with it, and he falls down at about the 15, makes it up to about the 16-yard line. Had a pretty good return, and here we're going to see the debut of one Ian Book today. Mary Beth. Hey, Mary Beth, how are you doing? Man, telling you what, must be a deep sleeper. And we're back to our beloved commercial break. Anywho, so we've got the first couple snaps coming on from Book. Everybody in New Orleans has been calling for this kid to get an opportunity to play. He's bided his time. He bided his time. He's waited. He's been in the system. Sean Payton's had him for almost a whole season working with him. I suspect that his progression is going to be solid. I'm not sure if he's quite NFL ready. He's probably going to struggle a little bit. But let's see if Alvin Kamara can take some of the pressure off. This first set of downs, I look to see a lot of Kamara involved. Hang on a second. Oh, I hate these commercials, man. All right. I'm over insurance commercials. Miss Mary Monarch, what's going on? Can't wait to see you on Friday. Can't wait to smash some crow in your face because I hope you're wrong. Me and Miss Mary Monarch got some college football stuff going on here, and she sent me a list of picks, and I hated every last one of them. So just saying. I hope we. Yeah, I know. You know what? If I can get a UC win over Alabama, I'll take a losses in every other game. That's all I want to see is a UC win over Alabama. I want to see them. I want to see, the proverbial David beat Goliath in such a sense. Never wrong. Oh, that's cocky. Definitely wrong. You're wrong about some of it. You can't be 100%. Ian Book had 30 wins at Notre Dame, most in school history. I just visualize me going out there having fun and bringing some energy. There's always say rookies that have big eyes in the huddle. That's the last thing I want. All right, let's see what this kid can do. Kind of fired up. Always like seeing a new kid in the NBA or the NFL. NBA. All right, Ian Book is going to start out. I'm looking for a lot of Kamara. A lot of Kamara today. All right, looks like they're going to crowd the line. They're going to hand off to Kamara. Kamara pops through the hole. He's going to get about 3 yards on first down. Kind of get a young boy warmed up. I'm hoping. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed for these Saints today. For more than one reason. Love Sean McVay. I love the fact that they're depleted. I love the fact that they got Tampa Bay's number. I just want to see him in the playoffs and see if they get a chance to knock Brady out. 2nd down and 7. Book's in the shotgun. He's going to throw. He throws an outlet pass to the tight end. He's going to get about 4 more yards. And that is Wolf, the tight end Wolf. Hi, Candace. How are you doing today? Miss Amethyst, how are you doing, dear? Nice to see you both. All right. Rookie so far so good. 3rd down and 3. Let's see if we can get a first down and continue this drive on. 3rd and 3. There's 10:44 left to go in the first quarter. And the ball is on the 23. Play action. Oh, he just throws a pick, and it's going to go for a pick 6. It came out of his hand awkward, and he threw a pick six. Miami's first on the board today with a defensive score. Man, that's too bad for the young man, man. It just floated on him. And it was just on the wrong side. Yeah, Miami is the first to score today. And here we go for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is straight through and good. Man, that's a shame. He's going to get right back out there. No, Tony, it just came out wobbly and was behind. It just didn't look like it left his hand right. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say what it did. I mean, it was a bad pass regardless, but it just came out. It came out with a bad spin. I don't know. It doesn't look like he got hit. Doesn't look like he was under too much duress when he threw it. It just looked like he was hurried, like he hurried the throw. But that's okay. That's just an early score. Let's hope he settles down and can get back into this, because this defense is way too good for them not to have a chance today. Tim, Cowboys are doing well. They're playing well at the right time. That's what I said about this team here, this Miami team and this New Orleans team. They're both playing well at the right time. It's just that they're just depleted. This COVID's depleting every team right now, and it's just, next man up mentality. Honestly, I thought they got a little pass happy there. I think I would have stuck to the ground for a little bit longer, or just, I don't know, stick with giving the Camaro the ball. You got your all-pro, halfback, running back, and just that pass looked bad.
Yo.
Sup?
What's up, dude?
Nothing. Just kind of hanging out. Well, Candace, your team's playing good at the right time. I gotta say, they're starting to peak. I think they're just about at the max of their capabilities.
Yep. I mean, they're hitting their stride at the right time. That's all I can say about that. I mean, they're playing a very admirable football. Their defense is, keep fixing their defense, and all of a sudden they're a good football team. They didn't even have to improve their offensive line that much.
No, I think Atlanta, when Atlanta let go of Dan Quinn and as their head coach, that was probably the best choice they could have made for DC there, because his sets and his game plan, his culture is excellent. So that's the reason. I think that is the main reason why they're where they're at right now. And plus, they couldn't have had a better draft, honestly.
Micah Parsons is steal. Everyone was like high up on Surtain. They took Parsons. I mean, Surtain's been very admirable this season. He's gotten a little banged up, but Micah Parsons is running with the big dogs. He's not running with the rookies. He's running with the big dogs in rankings.
All right.
I saw that he threw an interception. How long did their drive last?
It was third. It was 3rd and 3 when he threw it, and it was a quick tight end out, and the ball left his hand funny. It looked like he tried to rush the
player from that draft.
I wouldn't disagree right now.
I think Kyle Pitts still has the potential to be the best player from that draft. I think he's definitely the best offensive player from that draft. And then that offensive guard that went to the Chargers,
Slater.
Slater, and Creed Humphrey has been very admirable as a left-handed center.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy and go straight there, but I think Kyle Pitts still has more upside than Chase, in my opinion.
You got your stream up?
Oh, yeah, I got it up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go do my other thing for a little bit, and I will, if you would like some help, I will come back.
All right, sounds good. What's up, everybody? It's nice to see you, Luke. Good luck to your Dolphins. Tim, good luck to your Saints. Mary, it's nice to see you in here. I feel like your profile picture has changed the last 3 times I've seen you, so it always throws me off a little bit. But I like the flowers. Corey, nice to see you. Candace, Tony, nice to see you as well. All right, 1st and 10. I don't know where they started out at. Quick pass out to Nick Vanette. It is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Also, Tim, of course. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I know your team's playing today, so you're pretty wound up for it. Sup. Not much. I just got home. A little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. I got to go over to Shelby's mom's house and get some Christmas treats, and it was nice. So they handed off to, it looks like Ingram, and they get about 4. And, I watched pregame over there and everything. Their cheerleaders don't cheer for you? If I had their cheerleaders, I wouldn't be playing football. All right, 3rd and 6. I'm sure Ian Book is going through a lot of, I've got to fix my cam here a little bit, but going through a lot of stress and pressure right now. Miami's defense is really good. And, it's his first start. He evades the pressure and then gets swallowed up by the second guy. So he's sacked down by Emmanuel Ogbah down at the 19-yard line. Now it's going to be 4th and 16. I think this is going to be a rough half for him. As long as he just he needs to just slow it down, take it one drive at a time, try not to do too much, and make it to halftime and hope that you're not that far behind, because I think he's got a lot of potential. Book has butterflies. Yeah, it's got to be nerve-wracking, especially going against, a high-ranked defense. The punt is up. It was a pretty decent punt down to the 32. And no fair catch, but he's hit for maybe a loss of 1 from where he was at. All right, so I'm going to get my scoreboard up here, but they're going to commercial break, 7-0 in the first quarter. Dolphins lead. Oops. All right, that is all good. Let's get back to the chat. Hill isn't that bad. No, I think Hill's not that bad. I just feel like he is not a full-time starting quarterback. For a certain smaller period of time, yes. But also like wildcat plays and stuff. Like, I think if Jameis hadn't got hurt and Hill came back from his injury and they were able to utilize the dual quarterback like they wanted to, I feel like this New Orleans offense would be way more productive as a whole. But you guys have to remember that they have been juggling through quarterbacks since the loss of Jameis, and this is their 4th starting quarterback this season. And that's, you get used to one guy, you take him away. All these guys are different in their own way. And so it's not easy to have to coach all 4 of these guys and try to get the same result from all these different types of players. Yeah, he's a gadget quarterback. Now, Blake Bortles is not a starting quarterback caliber, but he is not the worst backup quarterback you could have. So if for whatever reason he needs to come in here, I think he'll be able to manage this offense a little bit. Ian Book this is good for the Saints because they made the choice. Well, they drafted Ian, but they made the choice to keep all of their quarterbacks and not go hunt for a new one after Jameis got hurt. So he sees something in Ian, and he sees something potentially in Trevor, and he wanted both of those guys on his roster all season. So this is good that they're, this isn't preseason, obviously, but it's good that he's getting reps now. Being, the future of Jameis could possibly be in question depending on how he comes back from his injury and everything. So this is a big deal for Sean Payton and Ian Book himself. So the Dolphins start it on the ground and get about a yard. So it's going to be second down. If there was a coach that could turn Blake into a starter, it's Coach Payton. Yeah, I think Sean Payton is great for all quarterbacks. I feel like he could take anybody and turn them into a legitimate quarterback. Look what Jameis did in New Orleans. I mean, he still threw for 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, but he also had that many turnovers. He only had 3 interceptions this season. So they pass intended for Waddle. They couldn't connect, but now there's a flag on the play. This is going to be pass interference. Who do you want to win this game? So I've been choosing chaos for picks that I don't really care that much. So mainly upsets on everything. But this game's tough for me because normally I would say the Saints every day, but something about this Dolphins team, the fact that they were scratched out in my book, they were 1-7. I thought they were done. And now they're 7-7. They haven't lost a game, and they're back in the playoff race. It's very hard, it's honestly impressive. So it's gonna be 1st and 10 from the 37. They go back to the ground, and he's gonna get a couple yards before he's taken down. Do you like the new taunting rule? No, I absolutely hate it. If it's gonna start a fight, then it's bad enough to get called. But just looking at the other sideline or throwing up a peace sign after you've burnt a guy 15 yards, I don't care about that kind of thing. That's just dumb. 2006 season, the Saints had 3 wins. 2006, Peyton comes in and they go to the NFC Championship. Quick pass to Waddle, and he's brought down for a loss of a couple. Is this game whoever wins stays in the playoff race? Basically, yeah. What's up, Shinks? Nice to see you. But yeah, I think this game pretty much makes or break. I saw the percentages. If the Saints win this game, they've got a 57% chance to make the playoffs, and if they lose, they've only got a 34 or something close to those numbers. So this game is pretty important for both of them. I think Miami can still get in with a loss if some of these other teams right above them lose this week. This is basically a playoff game. Tua loads up, hits Waddle in the middle of the field for a first down. One of those numbers is correct, Tim. One of them's right. It was a great play by Tua. I wrote Tua off a little too early. I should have been less judgmental. He's really, he's not there yet, but he's improved so much. And basically, that's all you can ask for a young player to continue to improve. And, I'm impressed by how much he has improved this season. So play action, he hits Durham Smythe. I knew it wasn't just Jasicki. What up, puppet? Typos when I don't look at my keys. True. I also feel that way. The Saints have that's what's carrying this both of these teams right now really is strong defenses. All right, 2nd and 3 now from the 35. The Saints 35. They've got Jasicki in motion, and they hand it off. And he's going to be short. Tua will never stop trying to improve his game, but I question his ceiling. Yeah, see, that's kind of where I'm at. Like he's a true ball player. Like he's gonna keep trying. He's he played for Alabama. He knows what it's like to win. And but I don't know. I feel like that hip surgery is still holding him back a little bit. That we'll never get to see his full potential. But with that being said, I'm not gonna say that he will never be a good quarterback. So they go into the Wildcat. Somebody takes the ball, runs left. I said Lindsay. And apparently there's a fumble. So they called it a fumble recovered by the Saints. Okay, that was a fumble. He was on top of the linebacker, so he was never on the ground. Oh, wait, no, he was down. Just kidding. I thought the ball came out earlier than it did. I can't tell when the ball starts to move. I don't know. I feel like this might end up getting overturned if they challenge it. He was down, yeah. I think he was down. I'm not teasing you. I'm just saying what the ruling on the field was. All right, so now they're saying the runner was down by contact for sure. I thought he was down, but they ruled it a fumble, so that's why I had to roll with it. Dolphins Super Bowl bound. Okay, so that is Philip Lindsay, and I did not realize he was on the Dolphins. I thought he was still with the Texans. Player movement. Sometimes can't keep up with them. I also don't follow the Texans players. Shoulder hit the ground. Yeah, what's up, Wink? Who is your pre-playoff AFC winner, NFC Championship game winner? What's your Super Bowl matchup guess? I'm going to go Chiefs and Packers. All right, so it looks like Miami's going to use their first time out here. There's 4:35 left in the first. Yeah, I think Chiefs and Packers. That's the Super Bowl everybody wanted last year, and it didn't happen. Chiefs and Cowboys, nah. I think the Cowboys might make a run in the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. They've got excellent defense, and when completely functioning correctly, like last night, they're Bengals versus Chiefs. That can't be in the Super Bowl. I just don't think they'll make a Super Bowl appearance this year. If I had to pick as number 2 in each, I would say either Saints or the Saints. I have a hard time picking just because of their offense. So Tua rolls left and hits Smythe and gets another first down. Yeah, I think the Saints are going to make the playoffs. I guess it all comes down to this game. If they make the playoffs, I think they'll make it. AFC and NFC need to mix teams up to different divisions. Fun fact, Vince Beagle, who played for the Dolphins, came from my hometown. That's pretty sweet. All right, 1st and 10 from looks like the 20. They've got a guy in motion. They fake the handoff, quick throw, and I don't know that guy. His last name is Lewis, number 85. Just couldn't come back. Anyone but the Rams. I still think the Rams definitely could make a Super Bowl run. I wanted to say the Cardinals, but they're kind of just slipping. No Saints to the playoffs. Absolutely Saints to the playoffs. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua has a little bit of time, hits Gesicki in the middle of the field. He misses a tackle. Gesicki leaps and ends up front flipping and gets tackled short of the first down line. So he got about 6 yards on that. But if it means Saints beat Bucks, then sure. Well, if I don't think the Bucks will lose if they meet the Saints in the playoffs again. That's just a thing. If they sweep them in the regular season, that the postseason is a lot less likely. But, it could happen. They beat them last year in the playoffs. If they make it this year, maybe Sean Payton won't let it happen. Tua steps up and gets sacked. The ball comes flying out. It looks like Miami might have recovered it, but it's going to be a loss of like 20 or 15. Rams, Bucks, and Cowboys. The Rams don't bother me, but the other two I'm fine with. Don't try to advance it, right? It's because they had a less big guy chasing the Saints big guy down for the football. That's okay. That was Marcus Davenport that shot it out free. So Jason Sanders is going to kick the field goal. They lost a lot of yards on that play, so it's going to end up being a 48-yard field goal. Oh, it was Marcus Davenport, Tim. So Miami hit their field goal, so they're going to extend their lead to 10. Good stop to potentially save a touchdown for the Saints. Good for Miami to keep putting points up. Who is your offensive MVP? Either Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor. But there are a couple quarterbacks. And look, I went last night, and I always say Aaron Rodgers is the number one quarterback, and I agree because of his touchdown to turnover ratio. That makes him the best in that area. But there's a lot of quarterbacks very comparable in stats. That's what sets him above, is the fact he only has less than 5 interceptions this season. I'll take the 3 points. It's a close one. 3 points is still a win for the Dolphins here because it could have ended up being an actual turnover. And so 3 points is definitely a win for that drive for them. God, I hate it, but I agree. I'm right there with you, Wink. I'm right there with you. He has 4 and 34 touchdowns. I think it's close to that, maybe 37. I think because Joe Burrow has close to, he's got 3 less than Rodgers, and so Burrow's is 33 or 34. So I think Rodgers is 37. I mean, yeah, I'm not disagreeing that he's had back-to-back MVP seasons. I'm not going to sit there and argue that at all. It's definitely a fact. He deserved to win it last year as well. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it then either. He's playing elite football. I just don't see any quarterback that if another quarterback would to win that or if a quarterback wins that award, I can't see anyone other than Aaron getting that. But if you take Aaron out of the picture, it's got to be Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor, easy. And I don't like that it's become more so. Okay, 33-4. I thought I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, because Favre was a little more reckless with the football than Rodgers, but Favre was just trying to have fun, man. He's kind of like the Phillip Rivers of the Green Bay, just a lot more successful. All right, kickoff for Miami ends in a touchback, so the Saints are going to start from the 25 here. Yeah, Rodgers is 100% the best quarterback in the league right now. I mean, that hurts me to say because, Mahomes is my boy, and Joe Burrow is finally hitting that maturity stride as long as he can maintain. Like, he was already good to me, in my opinion, but he's getting better every week. But Rodgers is hands down over the last 10 years as a whole the best QB in the league other than Drew Brees. I mean, Peyton Manning, if I go back 10 years, is number one to me, but Vic is the best QB. Vic was great for a dog killer. Favre was a good version of Jay Cutler and Jeff George. I wouldn't be mad if Taylor won me. Yeah, me neither. Also, did you guys see that Jimmy G's going to be out? So we're actually going to get to watch Trey Lance this week. He tore like his UCL or something in his thumb. 2nd and 7. They went to the ground with at the first one. I apologize for missing that. But they go with Kamara the second one, and so it's going to be 3rd and long here. What about Tom Brady? He's an average Tom. He's an average quarterback. He is a good locker room guy. All right, Ian Book evades the tackle. He tries to get away and gets brought down for a loss of about 7. Didn't know about Jimmy G. Yeah, I saw it earlier, but I didn't get the full details, and it just came across my screen again. He's got like a torn ligament in his thumb, so he's going to miss at least 2 weeks minimum. But I'm excited to watch some some Troy Lance. I think it's fair, going to week 16, 17. I know they're on the edge of the playoffs and they want to win. They don't want to have to rely on a rookie, but this is going to be good playtime for him because, last week might be the last time we watched Jimmy G in San Francisco. So 4th and 13, they punt it, and it's going to be at about the 36. He runs backwards again, and he gets the edge and makes it across the 40. I feel you wink. And now there's a flag on the return. Puppet a Brady fan? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm saying that, but, I get into fights every week about people over Tom Brady. And 90% of their argument is his Super Bowl rings. But Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady despite the rings. I still think I don't like to say it. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite thing to say, but I would take Aaron Rodgers. So the penalty was on the kicking team. On the return team. So it took him from being across the 40 back to the 25. Yeah, I know. I was going to fix it, then I started watching this. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The first play of the game, they run it up the middle for a short gain. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. It was fine for so long. Yeah, I'm not gonna judge anybody on their opinion, and 2, who they like, because you like what you like, and I will always respect that. Facts, Matthew. I have a Tom Brady shirt, his face on the Tampa logo. That's funny. My boy Tua keeps getting hit. Not happy about this. Yeah, Davenport and Cam Jordan, those 2 guys are QB magnets. As long as Tua doesn't get hurt, I'm fine with these 2 team defenses playing tough. How about the Chiefs offensive line turning corner and now a top 5 for sure? Absolutely. I was just talking up about Creed Humphrey in the draft. first of all, a guy named Creed is automatically a winner. And I was so jacked they drafted him. But same thing about the Chiefs defense, also, Wink. I'd say the Chiefs defense is in like the top 3 probably right now. And it felt good watching Big Ben get beat up on a little bit. All right. There's that. To bring Jones in as competition for Lance? You mean like Mac Jones, like the other rookie? Oh, wife wants the TV to watch her dopey British detective series. Take great and special care. Everyone, go IU. See you later, Tony. Appreciate you. Ben, okay, that's I'm gonna put this up for a second. This is the truest statement that could possibly have been said today. Ben needs to retire like 4 years ago. Minimum of 2, but 4 is probably better for his body's health. 2nd and 6 for Miami. They do the jet sweep, hit, looks like that Lewis guy again, and gets the first down. Oh, Daniel Jones. What? I mean, if we don't want to worry about the 49ers anymore, then maybe. Honestly, though, I'm still laughing that they're bringing I always forget his name when I go to talk about him and Daniel Jones back for the head coach and Daniel Jones back for the Giants this year. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins from the 37. They hand it off to Philip Lindsay, and he gets just a couple. That's true, also, Puppet. So he got 3 yards on that. It's nice seeing Philip Lindsay on a decent team. You know, I felt bad for him with Houston. Mike Judge. Yeah, that's the one. I always I know it, and in any other time I can just be talking and rambling and I'll say his name. But as soon as I go to say that exact statement, I forget. 2nd and 7, they throw a screen or a short pass to Gaskin. What's up, Jay? Does Ben really need money? Nah. So they marked him 3rd and 1. That could have been rolled a first down. It was close. But looks like they're gonna go. They've got Jacoby Brissett in the game right now. Okay, you're right. Mike Judge is the Beavis and Butthead guy. Brissett rolling right. And he flips and he comes down short. Was it Joe Judge, maybe? I think it's Joe Judge. Mike Judge is definitely the MTV guy. So, yeah, Jacoby Brissett rolls right. And he trips up a little bit and he leans forward and he's just short. So they're going to punt. I'm good. Just wanted to catch up and say hello. It's in the blood. Appreciate you, Jay. And they didn't challenge it. Then they're going to punt. He calls a fair catch this time at about the 11 or 12. All right, this is our 3rd or 4th drive now. Let's see if after commercial break we can get a little bit of offensive action. I think they want to establish a run game because of this rookie quarterback, but this is one of those games he's probably going to have to win with his arm because that defensive line for Miami is just as tough as the defensive line that the Saints have. I appreciate you all the time, Alex. Hey, I appreciate that, Jay. This is the longest commercial ever. I don't even know what it's for. Shift focus. Oh, it's an iPhone 13 commercial. I was like, why are they dragging this out so long? Hey, Corey, have a nice night, man. Appreciate you coming in here for a few. Hanging out with It's in the Blood crew. Oh, man. They know you love commercials, that's why. Oh, I don't know who loves commercials more, me or Dad. I think it's pretty close because I really, really freaking love them. King of the Hill. I think that is correct. Man, I would have loved to see the full season with Winston. They were heating up too. They were heating up at the right time. But I'm glad that we're seeing Ian Book instead of Simeon. You know, I've seen a couple games with Simeon. I'm ready for this. In Sean Payton's first 14 seasons, he had 5 Saints starting QBs. This season, he's had 4. Office Space, Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill. Well, they don't play the Saints in the regular season every week. Puppet. All right. And Ian Book hits Marquez Callaway for a first down, their first down of the game. That's a nice play. They would be in the playoffs now. Yeah, for sure. It was a nice ball. He stayed calm, tackled by Xavier Howard. Ian Book still took a shot on that play. So Sean Payton is screaming because it looks like the hit on Book is what he's mad about. He rolls right, hits Lil Jordan Humphrey. We were talking about him last night. He hits Lil Jordan Humphrey for another small gain. Dolphins. Callaway is their beast. I think they got a tight end that I like too. All right, it looks like Kamara's in the backfield. They hand it off to him, and he's unable to get any gain there. It was 2nd and 2, so now it's going to be... I don't think he lost any. 3rd and 2. I'll catch you Monday, Diggs, Alex. Nice to see you, though, Jay. Book's name is Rita. Rita Book. Book's mom's name. Poor Ian has to play the Dolphins D. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, so they marked that a loss of 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 here. But I'll catch you later, Jay. All right, he's got a lot of time standing in the pocket. Pressure's coming. He steps up. He's getting chased now. And he tries to get a little bit of a gain. I don't think he got much there, so it's going to be 4th down. It was good effort to stand in the pocket as long as he did and make something. Is it really? Please say yes. Yeah, it was smart for him to hold on to it. There was nobody open there. So they're going to punt it, but this is not a loss. Oh, wait. Now there's a flag. Now what? What's up, Jellica Anna? So the refs are congregating right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm back. Went to check out your dad's channel. Oh, yeah, it is 9. Okay, now Alvin Kamara's. So Alvin Kamara just got hit with a unnecessary roughness foul. I'd like to see what happened. I missed that. Yeah, Kamara got flagged. Okay, he went and pushed Christian Wilkins. Wish the Raiders had both Stephon and Trayvon Diggs. Honestly, either one, just one of them would be awesome. So they're punting again, or lining up to punt again. He calls a fair catch at about the 26 or 27 yard line. 47-yard punt. And we're headed to commercial break. I hate bugs. Go outside, demon spawn. I am not. Why does this keep doing this? I'm not a big fan of the bugs either. So, like, when I look at my settings, it does not show, like, the blur on my camera. But when I look at the actual stream, I can see the blur. Big old pincher bug or something. Ew. Rip stream. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's. I don't even know. Giving me a time today. F. Puppet, when are you streaming again? Yes, F's in the chat for my camera. Being stupid today. I know you said once every 90 years, but that's a long time, my dude. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. 90 more years. Yo. Maybe this Friday. I don't know what time I work Friday, but I'll try to come hang out with you. I don't think we got anything going on in here on Friday, so sounds good to me. Oh my god, they're playing like children, Wilkins and Kamara. He takes his towel and then he pushes him. Do you think that Johnny Depp smells good? He dresses like a homeless shelter closet threw on him. This monkey might help you fix your camera. I feel like he probably smells good for no reason. Tell your job to F off. Imagine not getting holidays off. Yes, Depp smells good. Yeah, I was gonna say, for something tells me he probably smells really, like, at least clean. You know, a lot of days I would love to just tell my job that. Most days, actually. But I do enjoy my job, so I'm not mad about it. I'm not too thrilled with Book's performance at the moment. Hey, he's getting better. Look, he's finally getting slightly more acclimated as playing. And so each drive, he's looked a little bit better. All right, handoff to Gaskin. Gets them short of the first down. But it's going to be about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Like Jack Black looks gross, but a friend of mine met him and said he smells really good. He does cologne commercials, so there's that. True. All right, 3rd and 2 now. 8.5 minutes left in the half. They're on the 36-yard line. Tua's dropping back. Pressure's coming. He loads up in the middle. Hits Waddle for a first down near midfield. He's not like a Post Malone. I'm pretty sure Post Malone actually smells horrible, or at least used to. So there's a flag. So the offense got hit with a hold. They're moving backwards. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. Let's go Saints. What's up, TJ? Finn's got one of the better defensive backs in the league, so having a rookie make his first start against them is going to be tough. Yeah, he does not have an easy task today. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 now. They go with the Wildcat. It looks like it was Philip Lindsay who took the snap and keeps and only gets a couple of yards, so it's going to be 4th and long. It's a blackout night in the Dome in New Orleans today. Yeah, they showed the replay on that call, Luke, and I didn't see much of a hold on that one. Caught at the 25. He moves back a little bit and he falls forward to get close back to the 25. I love Savage smell. The only commercial that came to mind when you were talking about the cologne, I think one is the Tom Brady commercial, and it makes me a little uncomfortable, but then also the Trevor Lawrence Subway commercial, which makes me uncomfortable. Not, I wouldn't say the Brady one necessarily makes me uncomfortable, but I was thinking about Trevor Lawrence when I said that, the French horror method. But yeah, like, I don't know why. I'm trying to like picture cologne commercials I've seen, and all I can think back to is that Subway Trevor Lawrence commercial. And for something in my mind, and it might just be because that commercial, I feel like Trevor Lawrence actually smells like Subway. Like, you would expect him to smell like super clean, but then he smells like Subway sandwiches. I'm eating a Slim Jim. It is good. Oh, and the food talk has begun. I was just thinking about food, and I was just waiting to see who was going to break first. But Slim Jims are pretty good. The Lawrence one is weird. Yeah, it's uncomfortably weird. Talk about quarterback commercials I like. Ian Book got a commercial before he ever started in an NFL game, and I like that commercial. Which one do you want to win? Realistically, I should be all in on the Saints because they're an NFC team, but you know, I'm happy with either team who wins. Like I've been cheering for the Saints all year, so I'm leaning more that way. But like I said a little bit earlier, I don't even know if I said it on here. The Dolphins are 1-7, were 1-7, and now like a game away from being in playoff contention, like in the playoffs. And so, like, it's just inspiring almost because I wrote them off. So I will enjoy either outcome. But since I've pulled for the Saints this year, all year, I'm gonna stick with them a little bit. All right, Book hits Callaway again, gets another first down. He spins, breaks a tackle. I went out to get a tray of cheesecake. I'm probably gonna make it my own cheesecake soon. Just because, like, I've been thinking about it all week because we've been in here quite a bit this week, and every day I feel like cheesecake has been mentioned. And so I think I'm going to make a cheesecake this week. That was a nice play by Callaway. You know, he could have got tackled down after the 4-yard gain where he caught it and got at least 10 out of it. All right, they're going to try back with the run game. They hit Ingram, and he breaks free for the first tackle, and he gets about 7 there. Which one do you want to win? I mean, I want either team to win. I've got no hard feelings to them. More cheesecake talk. Best I got is Pop-Tarts. That's probably the best I got right now. I got cookies. Trevor Lawrence reminds me that kid that they called Sunshine and Remember the Titans. Like, that's who I just want to call him Sunshine. They're going Wildcat, and Kamara takes a direct snap, runs up and gets down to the 50. Another first down. This is their best offensive drive so far. But, you know, I'm definitely down for either of these teams winning. Dolphins earned themselves a playoff spot with, you know, the journey they've had. Like, to be beat up and broken down and 1-7 and to rally back as hard as they did. The Saints have been through a quarterback carousel and, you know, a lot of bad happened to them. They've got 22 guys on COVID list right now and are still somehow through all that and relevant in the playoffs. So they throw a quick pass down to Kamara. He gets a first down, and now there's a flag. They need to score on this drive. Yeah, you at least 3 points. Dashing, you see and smell food but can't touch. That would be tough. And so they got hit with a roughing the passer call. Oh, it's just because it touched his face. So the Saints are in good spot now. After the roughing the passer call, they add 15 onto that play. Books figured it out. Just get it to Kamara. That's the big recipe to success for the Saints offense. When all else fails, get it to Kamara. I mean, Callaway can do well for him. Humphrey is not bad. Humphrey, whichever it is, he's not bad. But Kamara is the make or break for this team. All right, and they hand it off to, I think that was Ingram. Pick up a 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. And there's only 5 minutes left in the half. Book looks a lot more settled down. Like I said, it was going to take him a couple drives. I figured it would take him the whole first half. As long as they didn't get blown out in the first half, they would be okay getting into the second one. Montgomery, that's the guy I was trying to think of earlier that I liked. He's a wide receiver, but he kind of looks like a tight end to me. Kamara can push it, but he needs a lot of touches. True. They hand it off with Kamara. He's fighting. And he's down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short here for the Saints. It's real tough because I've got a very avid Saints fan in the chat and a very avid Dolphins fan in the chat. And I've been, like, rooting for you guys all year. And so it's, like, hard for me to pick and choose. You know, like, I want both of them to do well for you guys. I got sushi and cheesecake today at the same time. Like, you bought those together and ate them together? All right, so the Saints are burning a timeout here. The play clock was running down. It was just the best answer, so they did that 3rd and 2, didn't turn into 3rd and 7. Ty Montgomery, yeah, that was him. I just couldn't think of his name earlier. He literally looks like a wide receiver, or it looks like a tight end to me. He's just big, I think. You're wild, dude. How much did that cost you? California boy. Why are you booing? $10. You said yesterday a whole cheesecake costs like $200. Probably like $900. I want Saints to knock off Bucks in the playoffs just to watch TB meltdown. Honestly, like, yeah. Just, yeah. I'd just like to see the Saints beat them in the playoffs. They handed off to Kamara on 3rd and 2. He's still fighting. He's going to be a little short, but he put a lot of work. $5 Sushi Monday and $5 Cheesecake Week. Wow, you hit a steal for the two things you wanted to get this week. No, the cheesecake I want is $200. Okay, I thought you meant like cheesecake in general was just expensive there. But $5 Cheesecake Week, that's not bad. So 4th and 2 here. Sean Payton's yelling. It looks like the offense is still on the field. So they ran up trying to draw him off. I can't wait till the Rams lose and Aaron Donald throws a temper tantrum today. So they're taking the delay. They're the 5-yard penalty of delay of game, and they're going to kick the field goal. I think they were going to do that either way because they're pretty close. They're inside the 15 or whatever. So pushing them back 5 yards isn't going to hurt their field goal chances all that much. So I like that. Try to draw them off, and if it doesn't work, take the delay and go for 3. North Pole prices. I had a coworker tell me today that we were getting a Super Bowl rematch from last year with the same results. Was it the girl in your department that always wears the Gronk jersey on Sunday? Yep, that answered my question. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, see, I like the way they did that. I didn't think they should go for it either way, and I don't think they planned on going for it at all. And so I take the 3 points, make it a 1-score game. Different results. Yes. Yes, wink. I mean, I don't want to see Brady in the Super Bowl. But the only way I want to see Brady in the Super Bowl is if it's a rematch. My internet being complete trash today. I completely understand, Nathan. And honestly, I think that might be what is causing my camera issues. I know that doesn't seem relative, but if my internet just shorts for a second, it might just make everything stupid. All right, let me update the score because there's only 2:45 left in the half. Both teams have 2 timeouts. I love her, but hate her teams. I don't even think she's a teams person. I think she just likes TB12 and Gronk. Is Alex's voice cutting out for everyone or just me? Well, it's not cutting out for me. Okay, points are good. Yeah, I think points was the true answer either way. I don't think they were ever going to go for it on 4th. Go Miami. Yeah, you want Miami to win for the pure fact of keeping the Eagles in the playoffs. Dolphins play Tennessee next week, and you know what, Luke? I'm going to be on your side 100%. So 1st and 10 from the 25, they hand it off, and he gets about 8. Stop the Fins and take the ball into the half. True. Go Dolphins. Her voice is cutting out on mine a little. It might be my internet, honestly, but also, Nathan, I broke the news to my buddy I work with, who's probably the biggest Colts fan I actually know, that I'm rooting Raiders, and he was very disappointed this week. Sean McVay just said there's a very, very big possibility that Cam Akers will play this week, and I'm excited to see that man's back. 2nd and 1 now, and it's going to be the 2-minute. They're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. But I want the Raiders to win for pure chaos. But I also want Tennessee to lose. But at the same time, I want the Tennessee to be in the playoffs, and I want the Bengals to face them in the first round. Like that's my playoff wish. Is I want Tennessee and Cincinnati to face off in the first round. This game is moving fast. Yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, we still got 2 minutes left, and the 2 minute is either the quickest or longest part of every game. Also, I watched Jeopardy while I was waiting to be able to come home today with Shelby's parents, and the Chiefs made it into another Jeopardy question. Pick 6 coming up. Hey, it's possible. I'll try to be back. If not, I understand. I deal with bad internet quite frequently, so I get it. Cheesecake. That's your new phrase, Nathan. We've just added. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was only in July or August when it happened, because I only know that because we drafted for our fantasy team before preseason games started. And, I drafted Cam Akers, and like literally the next day he tore his Achilles. And I was so upset, and I'm still upset. My fantasy team hurt all season from losing my second round pick to injury for the season. But I wish I had x-ray vision just to see where bugs are in my house. Dude, I hate bugs. I'm with you. But I'm blown away. I hope he doesn't come back too soon and get hurt. But I know they want him to play because they just had to put Henderson on either COVID reserve or injury reserve, one of the two today. No, you don't. That's probably true. You probably don't want to see them. There might be more than you're comfortable with ever seeing. 2nd and 1, they keep it on the ground. They get the first down, but now there's a flag on the field. Yeah, now that Dave made that comment, it made me realize. So there's going to be a hold on the offense, so they're going to move back 10 yards. All the possibilities of things you're going to see you wish you wouldn't want to see. You're going to end up burning your house down if you get that, get x-ray vision for bugs. There are a lot of bugs that you're very happy not knowing about. True. The bugs that I hate, like, I hate most of them, and I know they're important for their own thing. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 24. Are those little silverfish things. Those are so nasty. So they hit, it looks like Waddle. They do, and he gets past the 30. Should have been here last night, 10-hour game. That was literally the longest game of my entire life. Make to a throw and pick him. It's possible for him to make mistakes. I feel like it's honestly hard playing defense against the left-handed quarterback since there's only one of them in the league. So, one, it's probably easier to make mistakes as a defense, but at the same time, I think Tua's got some good receivers. I like Jasicki. I like Waddle's proven himself worthy. I just watched maggots eat someone's dead brain meat. I can handle some bugs. Ugh. Anyone want any cheesecake? Dude, cheesecake sounds good. Week 18 season finale, Saturday, January 8th. And playoffs start the 17th. I was a janitor at the VA when I was in college. There was a guy that came in with roaches in his electric wheelchair. We had to take it outside, and these guys scattered into the sun. Ugh. So when I got my PS4, I got a white one. And I didn't purposefully do it. I actually just got whichever one was there. It happened to be white. But then everyone was like, you need to be careful with your white PS4 because they attract roaches. Does anyone know if that's actually true? Because I don't think I've ever had a roach climbing up in my PlayStation. But 3rd and 1 from the 34, hits Waddle in stride. He gets about a 6-yard gain out of bounds. 107 left. They got a lot of ground to cover, and they only have one timeout left. Daft Punk in New Orleans. I think I saw that. Not true. See, I didn't think that was true either, but a lot of people were like heavily concerned that I got a white console instead of a black one. I never looked it up to see if that was true. I just rode with it, I guess. All right, first and 10 from the 43. Tua drops back, throws, hits Waddle again, and he gets pushed out of bounds after another first down. 1 minute and 2 seconds left. They heard you got a white PS. Maybe they were just mad. I've never seen really that many white PS4s, like, out of, like, all my friends. My buddy actually bought it for me, and we just went to Walmart, and we picked it out, and the girl was like, or do you want the white one? And I was like, well, whatever you have, and all right, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the defense, it looks like, unless it happened to be a false start, but it came across the line. It looked like Cam Jordan. And so we went back to his house, and we set them up next to each other because we were playing. Yeah, it was a neutral zone infraction on Davenport, not Jordan. So that's a 5-yard penalty. And we played a lot of Smite together for a while. And he was like, dude, you got a white one? And I was like, I don't know. I just told her to give me whatever you have. White PS4 Pro. I don't think mine's a Pro. I think it's just a regular one. So there's a flag on the play. He threw it up to Parker. Bugs are high in protein. Looks like another hold on the offense. All right, so they're still in first down. There's 58 seconds left. Why? Why are we going blurry? I am not sure. Like, I feel like the last, week, this thing's been all crazy. Fixed. 1st and 15 now from the 45. Tua steps up. He gets hand on him. He flings it and hits Smythe in the middle of the field for about a 14-yard gain. They're running quickly now. The clock's rolling. It's about 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2. And okay, so they're reviewing the play that he caught, if he caught that pass or not. I thought he caught it, but now that it's slowed down, I see where they're questioning. He held it up on his leg. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's close. I really don't like left-handed QBs. Everything looks backwards and awkward. It's very, very close. But yeah, I don't like watching them because I think it would be different if there were more left-handed quarterbacks. But so since Tua is the only one I watch, and I don't watch too much Miami, it's unusual to me. I like it. It's interesting and different, but it's just awkward to me as well. So I agree with you, Dave. Vic, a lefty, he goated. What's up, Ben? I hope you're having a great day as well. I appreciate you stopping in here with us. I don't know, since that was ruled a catch on the field, if they're going to be able to overturn that, because it's a real bad shot for where the ball might have touched the ground. So, real time, that was 100% a catch to me. Slowed down, I can see where they question it. It's pretty close either way. Give it to him. Yeah, I mean, it was very athletic play nonetheless. I couldn't tell if it hit the ground or not. Yeah, I couldn't either. It was just like dark and right in the spot you need light. And so I don't know if they can overrule that just because you really can't see it. It's not like they can shine a flashlight on the replay. Sean Payton said it hit the ground. He's mad, so it looks like they're going to call it a catch. He said right there. He's always so mad, man. I don't know if I've ever seen a genuinely, like, just happy throughout an entire game. Someone should have a flashlight there. You're right. So they should keep that an option. So you thank you for saying that, Dave, because I said me and okay, so the play stands, but we were talking about when this game kicked off and I wasn't home yet about that, and I said I'm pretty sure Steve Young was a left-handed quarterback, but they were like I can't remember, and so I'm glad you said that. I thought so. Eventually, I feel like they will have the technology to put light in the dark spots. But Steve Young was great. Agreed. So 2nd and 2, they're having a discussion with Brian Flores right now. I'm lefty. I started a lefty and then I taught myself how to do things with my right hand, and so I can do both. Someone get Elon Musk on it. Yes. All right, 2nd and 2. It looked like Flores called a timeout, but then said he didn't. I don't know what happened. Tua loads up deep, takes a shot to Waddle. Hits him in the hands, but it might have been out of bounds if he brought it in. It was close, so good coverage. 3rd and 2 now, 27 seconds left. Hopefully it's better and stays that way. Both my parents are lefties. Yeah, my dad is a lefty. My mom is not. So they're on the 32-yard line with 27 seconds left. It's 3rd and 2. Pressure's coming, and Tua gets hit from behind by Cam Jordan. And the clock's going to wind. They're probably going to let it wind down, call a timeout, and probably kick a field goal. I don't like the way that Tua went down on that play. Too bad our O-line's costing us points. Right, wink. Jordan is a beast. I'm a lefty. I don't mind left-handed QBs. I'm left-handed. I did not realize there were so many lefties hanging out with us. My mom wasn't, but she cut the heck out of her hand when she was real young and learned to be lefty. No worries. No worries. That's okay. I would see if Dad's going to come on here, but I know he's doing all their videos right now. In Catholics. So the Saints are trying to ice the kicker here. They took a timeout. In Catholic school, they made lefties learn to use their right hand. That's crazy. Yeah, he hit 100. Just throw like a girl left-handed and right really slow. That's how I am. Because when I was real young, my dad raised me, and so that's why I started. Yeah, I'm watching 3 streams. And, later on, I decided to learn the right-handed better. I'm very ambidextrous in soccer. I can kick just as good with my left as I can with my right. So it's going to be a 59-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. And no good. Why is Peyton? They said he's mad roaring into the half. Why is he mad? He missed the kick. That was a nice kick. I mean, it was just a little right. My dad bats and golfs right-handed, though. I can golf left-handed. My dad's aunt used to make him use his right hand. His mom yelled at her. Yeah, I don't know why Sean Payton's so mad. He's got a rookie QB and only down 1 score at halftime. Yeah, I'm a little confused. Never right-handed set of clubs, but a left-handed putter right now. I can make some cocktails with both hands at the same time. Does that count? That definitely counts, Ben. That's pretty impressive. Shouldn't have taken that sack. Yeah, he should have threw it away at that point. That takes talent. That's what I'm saying. That definitely counts. Well, Finns have no offensive touchdowns. Yeah, I knew coming into this game it was going to be mostly about, basically whose defense is the better defense. And both of these defensives have played beyond admirable. Can't do crap with my right hand. It's useless. That is a plus for the Saints D. Yeah, both defenses playing very admirable. So I think both teams can be happy with that. And Saints can feel better that they were starting to, or what's his name? Ian Book is starting to figure things out a little bit in the second quarter. So they've got a little hope, I guess, faith going into the second half. Both these teams, honestly, I just can't tell. Like they're playing fairly similar. There was really no offense. He had the pick six to start the game. But impressive halves, honestly. Like I'm not mad about this half. It was not a blowout. It was fairly evenly matched. I mean, obviously the shower time. Who has had a song recommendation for me? Oh my gosh, I thought about this earlier and I had a song for you, but it's just gone. Because I was like listening to music in the car, and I was like, I need to tell Dave next time he asks for a song. Let me think. How about 10,000 Feet by Icy Stars? Or Filth Friends Unite by Icy Stars. One of the two. What's up, Casey? Okay, diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. That's not the song that I wanted to give you today, but it'll come back to me later. I think I have an Icy Stars record. That's pretty sweet. I love them. They haven't really done very much in the last couple years, but they're super fun. OMG, I have that song downloaded on my phone. That was the first song I listened to on my way home today. Yes, watch the video. Diggy, diggy hole. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Like, not an LP, but I mean the album I downloaded. Oh, okay. I also saw that I think it was Isaiah McKenzie for the Bills is going to be out for a while. I'm going to get you a real good one of these days. Pirate Metal. That sounds awesome. Oh, I remember what the song I wanted for you to listen to. It was by the band Bad Flower. Ghost. Yeah, Ghost by Bad Flower. Kind of want PB&J. PB&J sounds like a great time right now. I feel like I could live off peanut butter, especially peanut butter and jelly. How do you feel about breakfast for dinner? What kind of breakfast? Okay, some eggs and bacon or sausage, some toast maybe. Don't sound too bad. Any of the above? I'm always down for breakfast. Breakfast is good any hour of the day. Also, did you guys see eggs and bacon in either biscuits or pancakes? But did you see the Zach Wilson against the Jags touchdown run? Because that was a pretty good run, not gonna lie. Also, did you see the other guy that scored a touchdown for the Jets yesterday? Who I think is their number one kick returner. He looks like he's like half of my size. I just want to use my Christmas present. I mean, I'm down for some bacon and eggs. I'm not high up for the pancake idea, but maybe a small one. Not a big pancake. But if you want to bust out the griddle, then we're going to bust it out. So let me check out the community tab and see which direction you guys have went in today. Because I had not looked at it since earlier. 37 votes. 68% said Saints. 32% said Dolphins. I honestly expected there to be more Dolphin votes. I streamed the Bulls. I did better. I'm glad to hear that, Pookie. Did the Bulls win? I dozed off. Have the Cowboys scored 200 yet? Oh, gosh. If we were still in that game right now, I don't know what I could do. I don't know what I would do. That one was the most mentally draining thing. I got some comments. Hell yeah, Pookie. I told you just got to keep with it. And NBA is definitely a good direction, especially if you know more than I do about the NBA, because I'm not as versed as I am in the NFL as I am the NBA. But basketball is a good one to stream. There's a lot of people in the world that love basketball. Pancakes. Eggs are gross. No, eggs are fantastic in any form. Deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs. I'll take them all. Scrambled, whatever. I don't know if I said that, but I'll eat any form. $130 to $118. Heck yeah, Pookie, I'm happy for you, man. Draft Charles Rambo. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the countertop griddle grill. Both. You can make burgers and pancakes at the same time. Not that I want burgers and pancakes, but I'm just saying if you wanted to. Yeah, now oops. Now that you guys pointed that out and I didn't even think about it. Eggs and the burgers at the same time. Now we're talking. They play the Hawks Wednesday in Chicago. That'll be a pretty good game, honestly. Can't stand the smeller's texture. I completely understand. No judgment, Nathan. But yeah, nothing beats a burger with an egg on it. You don't even have to put bacon, but the egg for sure is awesome. But yeah, Pookie, you should stream that game because that ought to be a really good game. I love getting things to cook on for sure. I bought a mini waffle iron for myself for Christmas. I think we might have a waffle thing. I know we have a quesadilla maker, and that's a pretty good one. Shelby makes some pretty good quesadillas. I talk a story. Hey, that's what you got to do, man. You just got to keep going, and you'll get better as you keep doing it. Is it halftime almost over? They play the Hawks in Atlanta. Okay. Either way, I think that's going to be a good game no matter what. How are the Bulls on the road this year? I haven't followed as much NBA as I did last season. Okay. You know what? I feel like that halftime flew by. We're already at the start of the third quarter somehow. So maybe this is like good karma for us sticking out, the longest football game in NFL history. Maybe not, but it felt like it. I know it was for Washington yesterday, but they didn't give us like a 30-minute halftime. How did Lonzo do? Yeah, I keep forgetting that Lonzo went to Chicago, which is weird, but I kind of like it. And I think I like it because I don't like the Pelicans. And I'm going to be real frank. The only reason I didn't like the Pelicans is because I was not a fan of Zion. Saints have a great chance of winning out. Let me see. South. The Saints have the Dolphins, Panthers, and Falcons. Okay, so I definitely think that the Saints can win their other two. He's on COVID. I didn't know that either. But I know the NBA got hit like real bad with COVID. So Saints receive to start the third quarter. Kick is up, and it's going to be a touchback. Yeah, there's been a lot of players. Yeah, there's 22 like within the last 2 days, today and yesterday for the Saints, but there's been a lot of players in the NFL and the NBA both. As a Kentucky fan, I don't like many NBA players that come from Duke, so I don't like Zion either. Yeah. I don't know if it's I think that's why I don't like Zion also because he's decent, but Duke is one of those teams. First down and 10. Book rolls out and hits Ethan Wolf for a 4-yard gain. My favorite thing to cook is baked apple pancakes. That actually sounds pretty good. All right, so I like seeing Ian Book throw on the run right there. Like I just like seeing like some improvement from him. 2nd and 6 now. They hand it off to Kamara for another 2. Coach K is one of the greatest of all time, but I can't stand him. I don't know if it's him or just like the fan base and it being just Duke, I think. I don't know. I just grew up not liking Duke, not liking Kentucky, and I don't know. Duke will stink when Coach K retires. Yeah, it's going to be weird because he's been in there for so long. It was like the North Carolina college coach, I think. South Carolina. Nearly intercepted on 3rd and 4, so it's going to be 4th and 4. I wish I did better in football. Hey, that's okay. You got to start somewhere. And if basketball is what you know best, stick with it until you get good at it and get comfortable. And then, switch over to football. Right now is probably the best time to get into NBA streaming. Fourth and 4. Saints are going to punt here. Wasn't a great first drive, but it wasn't as bad as their last first drive. And Miami's going to take over about the 25 as well. And we're going to cut to commercial break. You don't know basketball that well. I just assumed that you were more of a basketball guy. Basketball is a little bit easier because I feel like there's a lot less stoppage. Most football plays, there's a lot of downtime. So in terms of streaming, I feel like basketball is definitely like easier to just keep going because it's more of a continuous sport. You need to bring energy. For sure. I know we were talking about Post Malone now, and so now they're showing him on commercial. I like football. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Pookie. I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to be sad. We've got less than 2 full weeks, I think, of there's more stoppage than play in the NBA. Well, okay, so you're right, but I've just gotten used to watching the college with dad. There's a lot of media timeouts, but I feel like it's pretty continuous for the most part. Grossi Posse raid. Oh no! What's going on? The posse's back. Go Pack Go. Thank you, all of you Packers fans. Thank the Packers for putting a nail in the Cleveland Browns season. Kitty goes meow. Tom, if you're watching, I love you. We meet again. I love you, Tom, and I love the Grassy Posse. I give you guys a shout out every week because you guys are completely incredible. The chat's going so fast that I can't read all your comments, but I love you guys. Be nice to our poor Browns. You're not done yet, but, when I wasn't sure that if the Bengals would actually beat the Ravens or not, so I was happy going into that game because of the loss. Honestly, you guys could have won that game. The chat's going wild right now. Thank you, Tanya. You guys are awesome. Rain hand over the catnip. We're happy for you and leaving all the likes. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you, Grassy Posse. Tom, you're a legend, man. Also, shout out to Tom and the Grassy Posse for raising $50K for charity a week or two ago. I was in there. I hung out with you guys, and, I was just moved. You guys are incredible. I couldn't believe that. I can't believe I'm seeing you guys. So this is Chiefs Bengals next week. Who do you got? I don't know yet, but I'll be there at the game. So I love both of those teams, so I'm just hoping for a good game. You guys are wild. Ryan, bye. Thank you. Philip Rivers throwing motion. I remember you. I appreciate you. Kajume, I remember you as well. Thank you so much. Go Bengals, because Kitty goes meow. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tanya. It should be a fun one. I'm super excited. I'm taking my dad. It's gonna be on his birthday, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'll just look down. The chat was going so fast. Oh, and now Marshawn Lattimore gets the pick over Tua. First turnover for the Dolphins today. Sport brings everyone together. You're right, Ryan. This is, sports make the world go round, and I love it. But screw the Reds. Oh, man, I'm a Reds fan, but you're right. You are right. Happy birthday, Dad. I don't know if he's watching. He might be in here, but if he doesn't, I'll tell him the Grassy Posse wish him a happy birthday. I'm going with Bengals. I think the Bengals could win that game, honestly. Screw the Reds front office. Screw Cincinnati sports in general's front office. Enjoy the game and keep up your enthusiasm for the game. Thanks so much, Alley Cat. Good luck to the rest of the Bengals season. All love from Switzerland. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. All right, Ian Book had nowhere to go with the football, and he runs and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and there's a flag on the play. Holly, thank you so much. I made my favorite meatloaf on Christmas. It was wrapped in bacon with cheddar cheese and ham inside. Man, you guys and the food, you're killing me. I love it. That sounds so much. Chiefs will win. Ravens will lose. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that, Gold Duck. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I love your blue hat. You look smooth in it. Thank you so much, both of you. I hope everybody that's in the Grassy Posse that's still here has a great rest of your night. I'll be sure to hop over to Tom's stream when this game's over and give him a shout out. All right, so on that scramble for Book, it ended up being an illegal formation, but they declined the penalty. Dang. Suns and Reds, tough. Giannis is the best at the moment. You think Giannis is going to stay with the Bucks? Because I know he made a statement about how he was going to stay there until they won a championship. 2nd and 11. Book stands in, throws into the middle, and hits, looks like Callaway, for a big first down. It's getting loud in the dome. What a play. Honestly, that guy has been very crucial. I left a raid with the Grassi Posse, and he sends us back. Awesome. Oh, Ben, I was not expecting that, so it was definitely a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to see that at all. All right, 1st and 10, they run the ball with, it looks like Ingram and only get about 2. I like Tom's raise, but I try to return to most of the channels and watch some, but it's getting harder and harder. I know, I understand, Jonathan, and I definitely appreciate you, even if you just stop by and say hi. I appreciate everybody from the Grassi Posse, and that even the ones that just say hi for a few minutes. I jump around from stream to stream. Grassi came back while you were bathing, Dave. I was not ready for that, but it was crazy. I think it'll stay for a few more years to stay, as long as they stay competitive. I think that's probably accurate. Ian Book's running way behind the line of scrimmage and ends up throwing it away on 2nd and 8. So it's gonna be 3rd and 8 now coming up. But yeah, I agree. If they're winning, there's no reason to leave. It's kind of how I feel about Aaron Rodgers this year. Like, if they stay winning, I think he will stay. I liked and subscribed. I appreciate that, Soul Train. Third and 8 coming up. This is a big first down coming off of that interception, the turnover. They're about on the 49-yard line, Miami territory. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout for the Saints. Even if Giannis leaves eventually, we'll always love him here in Wisconsin. First championship of 50 years. Yeah, I mean, there can't be any hard feelings there. I expected the Suns to win that, honestly, but I was happy for all of that fan base. I'm not a huge NBA person. I mostly watch football, but I try to follow it when I can. And so I'm happy for the fan base. It's just how I feel about, like loyal Tampa Bay fans this past year with the Super Bowl. I've got a buddy who's been a Tampa Bay fan for like 40 plus years, and he was losing his mind. I hated watching them beat the Chiefs, but I'm happy for the fan base. I have to eat dinner. All right, Pookie. 3rd and 8. He stands in. He's getting chased. He runs and gets brought down for about a 2 or 3 yard loss. Brewers are so disappointing. Honestly, I was rooting for the Brewers in the playoffs. Just being a Reds fan, I'll just throw in some love to the division. I'm right there with you about that too. That's why I'm happy for my buddy, because he was like showing me pictures. Like, they took family photos, and it was probably like 20 years ago, and they were all wearing Bucks jerseys. And so I was like, okay, I believe you. You've been there. He lives in Tampa too, so I'm an Orlando Magic fan, and it's painful. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, but at least you're loyal. I love loyal fans. I don't care who you're a fan of, as long as you don't dip on them when they're not doing as good as they could. All right, so the Saints punted, and we're going to commercial break. That's how I feel about the Brewers. I don't hate the Brewers, but the Cardinals and Cubs, man, especially the Cubs. Like, I know I should hate the Cardinals, but I don't hate the Cardinals nearly as much as I do the Cubs. With this defense, Winston could have gone all the way. I truly believe that, honestly. Or the Bears. Can't be a Bears fan. Well, I don't think Packers fans can be Bears fans. It just wouldn't make much sense. We are the Cardinals, and we own you. Dude, everybody owns the Reds. Let's be honest. And then they extended our coach. They got rid of all of our team and extended our coach. I don't even know if I can watch baseball this year. It's been rough. We finally have a decent season. We choke at the end. Oh yeah, I have a friend that's been a Cubs fan his whole life. His room, you would throw up if you walked into it because there's not a spot in there that doesn't have something referring to the Cubs in it, and like it's disgusting. And he just became twice as horrible about the Cubs once they won. I have like a group chat and we all agreed that God hates the Cubs, and so um if we can all come together with that, I'm fine. And in terms of baseball, that's the one thing. As long as we can all come together with that, I don't care who you root for. I just hope the lockout over soon, for sure. I don't hate the Bears, they're rivals, but I respect them, but I do hate the Vikings. That's fair. Next Monday, we've got the Browns and the Steelers. Honestly, either of those teams can win that game. That game might end in a tie. I don't know. All right, so looks like the Dolphins are going to take over about the 14-yard line with 9:40 left in the third quarter. Tua tries to hit Waddle, but Bradley Roby gets his hand in there. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. I owe everything to the Grassy Posse. You guys are fantastic. But anytime you want to talk, if you want to come in here and talk crap about the Reds, I'll sit here and take it because the Reds team deserves it. No, the Reds organization deserves it, not the team. I hate the Dodgers more, though. We can agree on that, but I think I hate the Cubs the most. All right, so then now they go to the ground and only get about a yard. Agreed, screw the Dodgers. Nets of baseball. I would say probably like the Lakers of baseball. But the Lakers are not very good this year, so it's like the Dodgers and Yankees that have unlimited cap space, basically. Kelly, Vancouver. Hi, what's up, Kelly? All right, 3rd and 9. This could be a big opportunity for the Saints. Yeah, they have no caps. Tua drops back. He stands in. He loads up way deep down the field, and it's caught by Matt Collins. He had good coverage. He just got there like a second away. Like that was a dime by Tua, though. That's a big shot on 3rd down. Yeah, it was great coverage. He just jumped to like a split second too soon. Yeah, Dad's in here. Dad, I just want you to know that I told the Grossi Posse we were going to the game on Sunday and they all wished you a happy birthday. The End of the World party from 2009. That's a good one. Being a new NFL fan, I don't get the rivalries. I'm told I should hate the Bears, but how can I hate what Rodgers owns? I mean, I'm not an NFC person, so I do not hate the Bears. But that's why I say I hate the Steelers because of the Bengals rivalry. I should hate the Browns, but I just don't like the Browns. I don't hate them. And I don't like the Ravens because they're in the division, but I respect them. And sometimes respect them, most of the time. But I will always hate the Steelers. His birthday is next week on the 2nd. And as a Chiefs fan, I hate the Raiders. I could easily go towards Denver or the Chargers, but it's always the Raiders. No offense, Nathan. That's just, as a Chiefs fan, you hate one of the 3 teams. And it's always been the Raiders for me. But I've given them a lot of love this year, so What's up, Kenneth? Nice to see you. They're always on TV and they're boring. Yes. They were so boring that they turned the game off when they played the Chiefs yesterday. Man, that Tom Grassi is a legend. If anybody in here likes sports and didn't come from his channel, definitely go over there and show him some love. He does content, I think, every single day, videos and live streams. I'm proud of my Raiders for the way we stay together. Honestly, I like the two teams I have the most respect for this season specifically are the Raiders and the Ravens. For lack of better words, have nothing and have actually made something of their season. Like, I'm not saying they have nothing, but they've had bad things. I hate Denver more than the Chargers and KC. Yeah, like there's I know a lot of KC fans that don't really hate the Raiders, but they hate Denver, and then the Chargers, of course, as well. It was hard to hate the Chargers when they had Rivers, and it's hard to hate the Chargers when they have Herbert because one, Rivers, I love him because he's goofy, and Herbert, I love him because he's a stud. 1st and 10 from the 30 or 45. Now there's a flea flicker. Tua loads up in the middle again, hits Waddle and goes out of bounds by the 20. The man hustles, that's for sure. That definitely. Fins are gonna win, but I want them to. Titans need to play them after a win. I don't want to play the Fins after a loss. I feel like that's honestly going to be a great matchup, Kenneth. You know, I'm not a Titans fan, and I'm not particularly a Dolphins fan. I'm just impressed with the way they turned their season around. But I think that will be definitely a matchup worth watching. 1st and 10 from the Saints 21 now. They got Gesicki in motion. And they hand it off. He just bounces off of the guy and makes it all the way down to it for another 1st down. That was Duke Johnson on that run. Dude, he just bounced off of him. That was a very Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor looking run right there. It's hard to hate the Chargers because they got no fans to defend them. That's true. Like, there have never been an ounce of hate for the Chargers in my body. And that was Philip Lindsay. I think he took the direct snap and got about 4 or 5 on that. It's going to be 2nd down. They can get a 1st down, but I think it's inside the 1. And I just respect Casey. That's fair. You know, over the last couple years, I've earned a little bit, like, you know, like, not earned, but I've gained some respect for the Raiders because their fans haven't been quite, like, as a whole, not like you specifically, but, like, as a whole, their fans have not been so bad. In Denver, they've been down ever since they lost Peyton. You know, like Peyton left. They got the Super Bowl, and then ever since then, they've just been down. And so, like at this point, I just almost feel bad for them because they, you know, it's hard to hate them in my opinion right now because they're the least of a threat. I mean, up until this season, they've been competitive this season, but for the most part, so it's 3rd and 2 now. Tua stands in. He's getting pressured. He gets hit as he throws it, and pass is broken up, but now there's a flag. Assaults at Raiders games are down 27%. Is that from the move from Oakland to Vegas, or is it because they've won a couple more games than they were probably supposed to this season? Or I wonder why. They got a hold on the defense, and then they got a roughing the passer call. So now they're going to get half the distance to the goal on 1st down. I just made that up. Oh, okay. I thought that was like an actual fact, and I was like, dang, maybe Vegas wasn't all that bad. But I still think moving to Vegas might have been a bad move. But they've moved the Raiders around quite a bit. I remember lots were hyped about Tua, then turned on him. Now back on the Tua train. I found that disrespectful. I was never on the Tua train. I'll admit it all the time that I was pretty harsh on him last year. But after he got healthy this season, because he got banged up real early, I've gained a lot of respect for him. So 1st and goal from like the 1.5 yard line, they go to run it, and the Saints D holds tough there. So it's gonna be 2nd and goal. There's 5:45 left in the 3rd quarter now. Eddie in the building, bro, was good. What's up, Eddie? Big win yesterday. I want Miami to win. Raiders didn't really want to leave Oakland. All they had to do was build a new stadium. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah, they did need a new stadium. That's for sure. All right, so a little trickery here. And then they flick it, or he tosses it over to Jalen Waddle, confuses everybody, and gets in for the touchdown. And now he's waddling like a penguin. And I kind of love that celebration. Raider Nation will always be in Oakland. Dude, they've got some of the most loyal fans I think I've ever seen. So I've got some respect there for that. But you're right. Oakland will always be the Raiders. Dude, that was a nice play. Tua rolled left, but tossed kind of like behind him to Waddle. All these teams that we do live on here have been running these trick plays, and they get me. Sanders, the extra point is up and good. So Miami extends their lead 17-3. It's crunch time for Ian Book. We'll see what he's got in him now. Nah, they were fine playing on a baseball field. I didn't hate it, but it was just weird because of like the dirt spots. Like it bothered me a little bit. Tua always responds to his mistakes. I love it. Hey, yeah. That's like what I said. He's earned or gained my respect over the season, and I've watched a lot of growth out of him. Bills Mafia is more loyal to their team. I don't know, somewhere between LOL, just if you know. If I know what my comment. If Miami wins, doesn't that do something to Cleveland? What are your intakes? They're at the same record, so unless Cleveland loses, I don't think it does anything to them. I'm not sure. But Bills Mafia, the Cleveland Browns fans, Raiders fans, Packers fans for sure. Like there's a bunch of them. Yeah, they just move up to 8-7, and I think the Browns are 7-7. So it doesn't do anything to the Browns unless the Browns lose, right? I'm not too sure about that, Eddie. It hits Baltimore now. Yeah, because Baltimore's sitting at the 7 seed currently. And they have to play the Rams this weekend, which something is telling me that with John Harbaugh coaching that team, they're going to win for some reason. I don't know why, because the Rams are finally clicking right now. But I feel like, like all the respect I gave to the Raiders and Ravens, this is going to show exactly why I gave them respect this weekend. Now, if Baltimore loses, they can't. I think the Cincinnati will clinch the division with a win. If Cincinnati wins and Baltimore loses, I'm literally about to pass out. We're almost there, Luke. We just got a little over a quarter left. You don't want to fall asleep and miss your team either winning or somehow the Saints come back. As long as Wink doesn't say anything bad about Stafford. Rams are soft. They don't want anything from anyone, even pretending to be physical. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I've still been stuck in limbo about how I feel about the Rams, but they are playing better. All right, so it's on the 25, 1st and 10 for the Saints. They hand off to Kamara. He gets an edge. He's down to the 30 and gets to the 35 and gets a first down, goes out of bounds. 5:03 left. The Rams will contend. Stafford, who? Matty Stafford for the QB for the Rams, former Lions QB. Also, people seem to forget Matt Stafford did get the Lions to the playoffs. Handoff to Kamara again, and he gets about 3 or 4 this time. I'm not saying they won or anything. Fatford. I don't think it's a Wink you got to worry about. All right, 2nd down. There's 4 minutes left in the 3rd. They've got Kamara in the backfield again. It's going to be 2nd and 7. I don't know if I said that already. They fake the handoff. He stands in. He checks it down to Kamara. Kamara gets hit for a big loss, but now there's a flag on the play. And the Dolphins are saying they have the football. But I think Kamara might have been out of bounds. So it was a hold on the offense. They declined the penalty because that play resulted in a loss anyway. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. I think the refs aren't even entertaining. It was a turnover. I never saw it until they took off with the ball saying they got it, but I'd have to see a replay of it. 3rd and 12. He hits little Jordan Humphrey, and he gets it down to the 40. Looks like they blew the whistle. Yeah, see, it sounded like they blew the whistle. But I don't know. That was confusion. So 4th and 5 now. It looks like the punt team's coming on. Miami can put them away with this drive if they score. What's up, Jellica Anna? He was probably holding it out to toss it to the ref, and they took it from him. Maybe. It looked like he had already stepped out of bounds either way with the ball in his hand. Punt is up. It's a pretty deep punt at the 18, called for a fair catch. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. Then we're going to come back and see if Tua can put this game away. Or if the Saints are going to rally back. Showing a Donovan Mitchell commercial? Did Donovan Mitchell play in Louisville? It is Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, Donovan Mitchell played in Louisville.
I wasn't sure. I'd never seen this commercial before. And it showed him, like, open the jacket, and it had, like, an old Louisville jersey on it. That's not bad.
Yeah, I had to. I was going to come in here and tell you. Yeah, I had to go over after you told me about that. I had to go over to Grassi and throw out a super chat and throw them all props for coming over here wishing me a happy birthday.
I don't know if they all did. I couldn't read the chat. It was going by so fast.
No, I just went back and looked at a little bit of it, but still, anyway, I went and thanked him. He was all fired up. So, dude, he's such a
cool dude, man. I told him, first thing I did as soon as I saw him, I was like, Tom, if you're in here, I love you. Who was the Louisville guy who broke his leg out of his leg? I can't remember his name, but I have the meme.
All right.
I have a meme from it.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I went over there and paid gratitude.
Oh.
Here comes your game back.
Well, you gotta remember I'm a couple seconds behind, but yes.
I know. I'll be here.
Kevin Ware, that's who it was. Ben said, "Hey, boss, how you doing?"
What's up,
yeah,
Ben?
Dave, it was Kevin Ware. Shelby got it. It was nasty. It was. I remember watching that game live. All right, 1st and 10 from the 19. I know I said the 18 earlier, but Miami takes over. They got someone in motion, and they hand it off to Philip Lindsay and get a gain of a couple. All right, 2nd and 5. I feel like I didn't think he got 5, but I have a seriously terrible perception of like yardages on run plays like that. So 2nd and 5 for the Dolphins at the 24. And they give it to Lindsay again. And he gets a couple more. I think that was the worst injury I've ever seen. That was horrible. I don't know if I said it, but it's nice to see you, Kathy. Thanks for coming in here. That was, yeah, I watched some bad ones. I remember watching, I think Alex Smith takes the cake for the worst injury I've ever watched, like, live also. Dax was pretty bad last year, but Alex Smith is the one that hurts me the most. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. This could be a big stop for the Saints or a big conversion for the Dolphins to keep their play alive. Tua drops back. He's under pressure. He's sliding left. He's going to run for it, and he gets rejected. And I think Johnny Knox, the Bear. Oh, yeah. Joe Theismann, I mean, that one's pretty similar to the Alex Smith injury, but Johnny Knox was pretty bad too. I didn't see Theismann live. Yeah, I didn't see Theismann live either. I'm going to jump out. See you next time. All right, I'll see you later, Nathan. And if I don't see you before, good luck to your Raiders this weekend. I think you guys can take the Colts. All right, so the Dolphins ended up punting on 4th down there. So we'll get to see the Saints offense take over. They didn't go to commercial this time. It's just showing them talking in the booth. Show my age a little. I watched it live. I don't know if I was old enough to have watched it live, but I definitely didn't. 1st and 10, throws and hits. Kenny Stills. Oh, I thought he was with the Dolphins. I didn't know he was with. I've seen a couple new players today that I didn't know they were on the teams they are on. '84, '86. Yep, I was born in '96. All right, 2nd down and 6. They went with the Wildcat, and Kamara will keep it for about 2. So then that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. There's still plenty of time for New Orleans, so Saints fans, this game is not over. Dolphins fans, you guys just got to stay tough and run the clock to win. They haven't had Stills in for a while. Yeah, see, I thought Stills was with. Actually, it might have been Houston. He was with the Dolphins a couple years ago for sure. He might have been with the the Texans this past year. I don't remember. You weren't even thought of. You were just a baby. You were what, like 13? 12? When that happened, I guess? Dad? Was that when it happened? I have no idea. I'm just listening to them. So I believe them. They all lived through it and I did not. So I can't tell if I'm excited for this Monday Night Football game next week or not. I love division games, but after yesterday's divisional matchup on primetime, it just hurt my soul to watch. Oh, Kathy looked it up. Okay. That was 2.5. That was negative years old. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 here for the Saints. This is a 3rd down they have to have. 3rd down, they need to start getting first downs on 1st or 2nd. And they can't fall to 3rd down on. It looks like they're going to send an all-out blitz on them. They got one guy back. Okay, so they dropped back a little bit. They sent 4. They hit Callaway, and he tried real hard to get away out of that tackle, but he's going to be just short. They got to go for it on this 4th down, I think. It's going to be short, but it's not that far away, so I think they have to go for it. All right, 4th and 1 now. They sent a lot of guys this time. And he had to throw it away. That was not a good play design for him. But there wasn't much he could do. There was like 6 dudes coming at him at once. That was a garbage play. Honestly, it sounds crazy, but if he would have threw it back across the field to Ingram was only back there to block, and no one stayed on him. I think they could have gotten it if they. I know it's not ever a good idea to throw back across the field, and I know it's probably something him as a rookie wouldn't have seen. But when they showed the replay of that, that would have been an excellent play. Hand off to Waddle. Just got off work. What's up? What's up, Jonathan? I hope you had a great day today. Just hanging out, watching some football per usual. Looks like Miami's going to sneak away with this one. All right, 2nd and 5 here for the Dolphins. They fake the handoff. Pressure's coming. He escapes it, throws it, hits Gesicki on the sideline. Saints choke. I don't think it's so much of them choking. I think it's more so of Ian Book took a little too long to get acclimated in the game. Their first 5 drives were nothing. There was nothing there. And I think even if they could have gotten something, or at least killed more time, gotten yards on drives, even without points, they'd still be in this game. This is a battle of defenses, and honestly, I can't say the Saints defense is really losing here, but Miami's defense is stepping up. That's going to be a pass interference. Whoa, no flag. So Tua looks to the right side to hit Gesicki. Gardner Johnson is guarding. He pulls his jersey. I think that should have been PI, but there was no call. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. I don't think anyone could have gotten a first down on that 4th down play, though. Yeah, that was tough. That was very tough. Yeah, that was a missed call. A lot of mixed opinions where I was hanging out. 2nd down and 10. They run the ball with Lindsey. He gets a decent gain. It's going to be 3rd down, though. Oh, wait, that was Myles Gaskin. My bad. Not Phillip Lindsay. All right, 3rd and 5 coming up from the 16-yard line. Tua's in the backfield empty. He kind of throws it a little high to Gaskin, and he was unable to bring it down, so it's going to be 4th down. Field goal unit's probably about to come out. It was the right read, but it was a tough play. I really wanted Tevin Jenkins. He's not been great so far. And this is the same Saints team that whooped Brady's ass. Dude, it's just Brady and the Bucks in the regular season. Those 2 things is just fuel for if the Saints could play the Bucks and nobody else in the regular season, they would guarantee themselves a playoff spot. That's just like the one thing, man. Every team has like that one team they're always good up against. The Saints waxed the Packers. I think, honestly, what happened in that game, because that was week 1, and you never know what to expect week 1 anyways. But I just feel like with all the drama with Rodgers in the offseason and going on during training camp and everything, I just feel like the team just wasn't ready. I think that's all that was. Plus, it was a neutral ground game. They played that in Jacksonville, right? But yeah, I just feel like the Packers would my camera. I just feel like the Packers were caught off guard, honestly, in week 1. They just weren't ready. Like, there's nothing wrong with their team. Obviously, they're leading. We played 0 guys in the preseason. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it was a bad game. Week 1's always wild. I mean, the Steelers beat the Bills in week 1, so we can't forget that. It was part of history, the Bulls, DeRozan and Zach. How do you get raid? I have no idea. He just finds people that are streaming and during the game, if he's streaming during the game, and he raids random accounts during halftime. No excuses though. We couldn't do it on anything at all. Like, yeah, I'm not taking that game to judge that Packers team at all. And obviously, look how they rebounded, but I just don't think they were prepared. I still think the Packers are the best team in the NFC. I'm not sure how he ended up here again, but I am forever grateful for Tom and the Grassy Posse. Saints don't have an offense since Wentz went down. Yeah, they've had a quarterback carousel, and they've got the defense, but you have to have at least some offense to win games. Plus, Kamara went down middle of the season, and they got Ingram, and then he also was out. And so their run games struggled this season as a whole with Kamara getting banged up. I have like hairspray in my hair. If you're going to get the yips, it's best to get them out way early in the season for sure. All right, 1st and 10. Book tries to escape the pressure, and he gets a slight gain, couple yards. Rams need a win, and the Cards to lose to clinch the West. Who do the Cardinals have this week? West. Cardinals have the Cowboys. Okay, I know where you're coming from, Jonathan, and you're not going to root for the Cardinals, but I would rather the Cardinals win than the Cowboys. All right, so 2nd and 8, and all the pressure came, and Book just went down. I think we're the best team in the NFL, but the Saints whipped us. I'm going to say NFC. I have so many question marks on so many teams, so I feel more comfortable saying NFC than NFL. There's a lot of good teams. Just, I don't know. Did you guys see all the guys that got put on the COVID list for the Packers? I know I saw Kevin King and one other guy, but I think they'll be fine. But I did notice that today, and that wasn't to change the subject because I meant to bring that up earlier. So on 3rd and 20, they run it with Kamara, and he gets 19 yards up the middle. See, that's the kind of explosive plays they need to keep their team alive. But yeah, the Saints just came out hot. All right, 4th and 1, they have to go for it again. A QB sneak this time. That toe is spreading. Yeah, Cards are on a downward spiral, but yeah, the only one I saw that I can actually remember was Kevin King. And I think a wide receiver that I don't know if I've heard of. All right, 1st and 10. Checks down to Kamara. The ones I saw were inconsequential. That toe is spreading. Yeah, I feel like I've been keeping an eye on the status of Aaron Rodgers' foot. Now there's a flag on the play. I forgot to update the score earlier, but I just... All right, defense got illegal use of hands to the face. on Byron Jones. So that's going to be a first down for the Saints. Something they need. Oh, it was just the jamming the receiver at the line. He got a little bit of the face. From the angle they showed, I didn't see it, but that was what the call was. All right, Book drops back. Now he's getting chased again. He should have threw it. And he gets hit out of bounds. Miami's up to 7 sacks now. The only impact player is MVS. Now I'm trying to remember. But he was on it from last week. Most of the rest, we can't get any worse there anyway. Okay. So 2nd and 21. And he gets smacked down by Emmanuel Ogbah. Ian Book's taking a beating right now. Packers have 10. Oh, Valdez-Scantling. I don't know why I couldn't put that together. That's who I thought it was. That was the 8th sack. At this point, I might want to consider just putting Bortles in to get through this game. Scantling, yeah. Now it's 3rd and 31. They've lost like 10 yards on every play. They hand it off to Kamara. He's going to get chased. He's not going to get anywhere. And he gets hurt, man. He doesn't get hurt, but he gets hit hard. Yeah, Book got his welcome to the NFL, man. This is not a good defense. Oh, so they ruled out a fumble on Kamara and a defensive touchdown. Brady Quinn and the Chiefs won 2012 Week 13. Yep, that's a touchdown. Oh, he's down. That's not a touchdown. Yeah, that was not a good way for him to come down like that. Fourth and long coming up. And now Sean Payton's yelling 3rd down. That's definitely 4th down because they were on 3rd and 31. All right, we got 8 minutes left of this game. Poor Book, man. I'm so hyped. I'm about to faint. Yeah, unless they get some kind of turnover, like a pick six or like a fumble return for a touchdown, I don't see the Saints coming back at this one. It was a good punt. Took him back to the 30. The Chiefs went from like 1989 to Pat Mahomes before a QB drafted by them won a start for them. Yeah, the Chiefs went through quite a few quarterbacks. I mean, Alex Smith is my boy, so I'm gonna, he was like the start of their uptick, but definitely he was obviously not drafted. I know that, and that's what you meant. But before then, they had a lot of bad years. Andy Reid, the GOAT for that. For Alex Smith and for Patrick Mahomes, what he's been able to do with them. A lot of them were, free agent signings. I remember the year before Reid got there, they went 2-12 with, what's his name? It's been a while. I think it was like 2012. Trent Green. Who was that QB? Luke, that's all right, man. You're allowed to be as excited as you would like. I want to say it was 2012. It was Matt Castle and Brady Quinn. I was trying to remember his name. And then, they had Matt Castle for like 4 or 5 years, and that was horrible. Brady Quinn was in 12. And then before that, there was a couple guys for 2 years, and then, Trent Green is the last one the first quarterback I remember playing for the Chiefs. Trent Green was really good sometimes, you're right. Crazy thing is the Chiefs were mostly good during that stretch. They had a lot of great players. Finns are besting the Saints for sure. Packers went a real long time too, but they had Brett Favre. I want the Saints to win, but I didn't expect them to. I kind of wish we could have gotten to see this game with a healthy Saints team. They have so many players out. I feel like this, with both teams 100% healthy, could be an actual insane game. I would say an actual playoff game because I think Dave or someone said this is a playoff game. It kind of is, but in the postseason, with all healthy and still have Winston, this game would be awesome. They run the ball with Duke Johnson, and now there's gonna be a horse collar tackle, but that's the Dolphins just bested them today. The horse collar on Duke Johnson. There's 7:17 left in this game. That was on that rookie linebacker, Pete Werner. Werner. I don't like saying his last name because it doesn't fit right in my mouth. Werner. Is it Warner? Is it supposed to be Warner, but it just spelled with an E instead of A? I don't know. Remember when 2K made a NFL and it's still considered one of the... I do remember the greatest in the history of gaming. I do remember that. It's much better than Madden. Madden's been broken for since it was made. I hate that game and I don't know why I keep playing it. 1st and 10, they run it again. They're across the 40, near the 35. 6.5 minutes and rolling. If the Dolphins keep getting first downs, they might be able to run the clock out on this drive. Unless the Saints defense, which are definitely capable of stopping them, get a stop here. But I still love my Saints. Man, I still love that Saints defense. I've been real upset with the Saints ever since the Devin White tackle on Winston that put him out this year. I was very excited for a full season of Winston. Less than 6 wins. Yeah, that's true. I think EA has done a pretty poor job at making NFL games, in my opinion. Oh God, I wish someone else would make Madden. I wish someone would redo that game and just make it better. I wish I would stop buying them too. But I still do. It's like Call of Duty. I wish I would stop, but I will keep buying them. But, Vanguard has finally grown on me a little bit, and I'm starting to enjoy it. And I was just playing like the Christmas maps, and that's why I think I hated it because I was getting burnout because it was like broken. But now that I've expanded, there's like 100 maps on that game, and I'm having like a lot of fun, which is what I'll be doing when I get off here after I have dinner. Most touchdown passes in first 20 career games in Dolphins history. Tua has 25. At least COD is playable. Yeah, that's true. That shipment map on Vanguard is like the Christmas version is broken. Like it's broken. The regular map of it is not bad. But I have a lot of fun playing it, win or lose. I don't care. I have fun. Highest drafted Dolphins QB since Bob Greasy. Me and Shelby's mom were just talking about him earlier because isn't his son the guy calling this game today? Madden has probably been the same game since 02. Yeah, they've just slightly updated like the player graphics over the years. Brian, that's his name. Yeah, I thought that's who because we had this whole debate and she said I think he was a Dolphins quarterback. Oh man, an excellent punt by the Dolphins to put them on the 1 yard line, like the half-yard line. He caught that like this close. Like that was just a good play, man. Good punt, good play. Yeah, Brian is showing him now. Bob was the dad. Yeah. Bob was the dad. That's what I meant to say. Isn't Brian his son? One of the coolest players to ever play for the Reds, Deion Sanders. So it looks like they just handed off to a fullback. There's not much they can do from the half-yard line. Brian played for the Broncos. All right, 2nd and 8. So they got a little bit of a gain there. Four minutes left in this game, by the way. Ian Book just threw a dime. And he's gone down the sideline. Is that a little John Humphreys or little Jay? What's his name? Humphrey. I kept saying Humphreys. It's Humphrey. What a great catch. That's the throw of Ian Book's NFL career right there. I know his career hasn't been that long. He keeps and just runs it for about 2 yards. It gets out of bounds. They're really trying to form a comeback right here. I don't think there's enough time. Lil Jordan. I knew it was a J. I just couldn't even remember. I was just thrown away by the play. Longest play of the night for them. When are you getting in the blood hoodies? We are working on that right now, actually. We're trying to decide which place we want to get them from, I guess. How does Tom make a thumbnail? I have no idea how he makes his thumbnails. The few interactions I've had with him have had nothing to do with YouTube. It's usually something dumb. I make sure to throw a comment in one of his live streams about him doing a history stream, and he's seen them a couple times. I know this game is mostly over, but it's nice to see them doing that. Got my Ohio shirt today. It's awesome. Is that a Freddy Krueger flag behind you? Kind of, yes. It is a Freddy Krueger themed flag. But so this IX right here is the logo for a band called Ice Nine Kills. And they do a lot of like horror movie themed songs. And so they have a Freddy Krueger song called The American Nightmare, I believe is that song. And so they came out with this flag, and I saw them at Warped Tour, and they came out on the stage just waving this flag, and I was like, I have to have that flag. And so like, as soon as they're set in, I ran to their booth, and there was like a million different bands there with all kinds of merchandise I would love to buy, but this is the only thing I bought because I had to have it. So they tried to throw a screen to Kamara, but he had tripped on the route. My Ohio. I saw your post of the Ohio River shirt. Well, Freddie was from Ohio. he could stay in Ohio. I'm not there, so he can stay out of my brain too. That's fine. I already have wacky dreams as it is. I don't need a guy like him in it. Shout out to the Miami defense today. Seriously, like, if I was a rookie quarterback, this is one of those defenses like I would dread being my first to play against. But one way to get used to this league is play against some of the toughest. The Dolphins have had 33 sacks in the last 7 games. Bonfire is a better company than Teespring. Is it easy to make a thumbnail? It depends on how much stuff you want on it, honestly, Pookie. All right, Ian Book's getting chased. He avoids a sack, stays in bounds, throws an interception. He did all of that. He did all of that to throw an interception. It was a good play by him. At that point, he should have. I don't know who he was throwing to. It's okay. They were already not winning this game. You might as well let him try to do things. So to not take a hit on that play, avoid the sack, and save himself from going out of bounds for a huge loss, he's going to learn from this. This is a learning experience for him. And now that he's got tape on himself that he can watch against a really good defense. So it was 4th down. He had to throw it. I guess, I understand. It was just not a good read. He was trying to get to Callaway. So now Jacoby Brissett's in the game for Tua, which is also a smart move by Miami because Tua's taken some hits, and you need to make sure Jacoby can still do stuff on this offense. Every town has an Elm Street. That is true. There's an Elm Street actually relatively close, I think, to where Dad lives. Not where I live in my town, because there's like two main roads. Sorry, Tim W. and the Saints. Yeah, there's just Camp Crystal Lake is in New Jersey. Speaking of Camp Crystal Lake, IS9 released some of their coolest merchandise were on this recent run of music, but they did a Camp Crystal Lake counselors like bloody t-shirt. It was one of their limited designs. I did not get to get one, and I'm upset about it, but it was pretty freaking sweet. Oof. I just remembered that I blocked Deshoe Kaiser from my mind. Haddonfield is in Illinois. while this game is nearing its end and you guys are still all in here, I just want to give you another shout out. Thank you for hanging with me the last 3 hours. Thank goodness this game did not drag nearly like last night's did. I asked for today to be a rebound game, a better game. In my opinion, this game was 1,002 times better than last night's game. It wasn't a blowout. We got to learn about Ian Book and the NFL. We got to continue to be impressed by what Miami has done this second half of the season. There's a lot of things both teams can take away from this. And, I'm happy you guys were all in here with me. And I don't know when we will be live next, but we will try to figure out something soon. Because we will not be streaming on Sunday. Miami winning, huh? Is Tua in? He was in Tua. Tua was in all of the game until this last drive. I mean, Brissett had like a Wildcat player or two in here, but he was in the most of the game. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Luke. Like I say all the time, I'm an AFC team, but I cannot wait to see, even if they don't make the postseason, to get healthy next year. Hopefully they bring Winston. They keep Winston. He gets healthy, and I can't wait to see what this team becomes. Because now a lot of these like practice squad wide receivers, because that's what we were calling them the first half of the year, but this has been their team, have gotten good reps all season. That if they keep a lot of them, Winston's familiar with them, Hill's were familiar with them, all these guys that they have are familiar with all these guys. If they can keep them and build with them, maybe get a little bit more help on the offensive line, I think the Saints can honestly be a force next year. Freddie. Oh, wait. Okay, let me go back. Who would you rather haunt you, Freddie or Pennywise? Dude, I'll mess with clowns. I know he's an alien. I know he's not technically a clown, but no thank you, man. I had a weird dream that he was in one time, and that really messed me up. I'm going to take Freddie. Thanks for the live tonight. Yeah, Tim, hopefully we were hoping it would go better. For the Saints. I was hoping to see a little bit more out of them. But unfortunately, they fell a little short tonight. Hope you enjoy the live game. Really cool that you get to go. I'm super excited, but thank you so much, Kathy. I've been fired up all week. I only have to work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then those are the only 2 days I have to work before then, and then I'm off for 5, and so everything's great. You guys killed it over the holiday weekend grind here. It was a long weekend for us, but I enjoyed it even when the games were horrible. Freddie, because he knows how to barbecue. Tua is awesome, though, when he's on. Yeah, definitely. Tua has grown so much as a player this season. I'm very impressed. I do not like spiders. I'm right there with you. Pennywise is a huge freaking alien spider. The last time the Dolphins won 7 games in a row, 1985. So that just goes to show you how impressive this run really has been. I will never forget, because at this point, with them winning this game, I feel comfortable with saying they're going to make the playoffs. They could still slip, but I still feel comfortable saying it right now because of how good their defense is, honestly. And they are definitely the most impressive team in the AFC. Like, they might not be the best team, but they're pretty close in the AFC. But they're the most impressive team. Them and the Colts, turned it on. They had terrible starts to their season. I know the Colts started out 0-3. I can't remember what their record was, but then now they've been on a tear. They've lost a couple, but they've been on a tear. And then the Dolphins starting 1-7, and now we're 8-7. It's just so impressive to me. I recommend visiting Australia. I won't recommend. Oh, that's the only one and only reason I do not want to go there, because I've seen things about spiders in Australia. Everything else, I would love to go there and see the whole country, because I love most things in Australia, but the spiders there, it's nuts. But this is going to be the final score, 20-3. It was an impressive win. And even though the Saints lost, they still fought to the end. And welcome to the NFL, Ian Book. Welcome to the NFL, sir. I know it wasn't pretty, but you got to get used to it somehow. Hopefully it gets better for him. Hopefully it gets better for the Saints. Hopefully Miami continues to grow on what they have. The Spiders are really bad. They're big. I know they're big. I've seen pictures of people have to put nets on their tents when they camp, because they all cling to them in the morning. Have a nice night, Kathy. Have a nice night, Jonathan. I appreciate you guys. Have a nice night, everybody that's heading out right this second. I don't know if my dad's coming back in here. He may. We will see. Was Hill QBing whole game for the Saints? No, their fourth string rookie quarterback, Ian Book, was the starting quarterback tonight, because Hill and Simeon were on the COVID list. So this was a rookie quarterback getting his first NFL start. And he made some promising plays. There's a few really dangerous ones, but the Huntsman, that was the word I was trying to think of. They're huge. They are really big, and I'm not that big, so no thank you. I already don't like them. I don't want to see a spider half the size of my body. TJ, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging with us. I think Hill could have at least made this game very close. I think Hill being healthy right now, the way that he was starting to, figure things out a little bit, was going to be enough to make this game a coin toss, in my opinion. I didn't expect the Saints to win. I just expected a little, like 10% more offense. And I think that pick six at the beginning of the game really hurt Book's confidence. I don't know where he's at. Whoa. Yeah, I'm present. Hims is not present. I'll take him back down. All right, well, it does not look like he's coming back in here today. So I am ready for dinner, and I'm ready to prepare myself for the rest of the week. Hopefully, I will see you guys before we go to the game. I don't know what we have planned. We'll try to do something just so we're on here. The shark guy. It's Bruce. But yeah, I don't know exactly what our plans are for the week. We'll figure it out hopefully soon. But Dave, Tim, Ben, Luke, TJ, Wink, Jonathan, Dakota, Kathy, River Rat. I don't know if I missed anybody that's still in here. I appreciate every single one of you. We will see you as soon as possible. And if we don't see you before the end of the week, I hope everyone has a fantastic week, gets through work and whatever. Shelby's still in here. Thank you. You're the best. But I hope everybody has a fantastic week. We will see you as soon as possible. But until then, we'll see you guys on the next one.